So this is the next day. Got back from work very late today, almost 6:30 p.m. Okay, so today is Friday, 24th of November 2023. So I said, okay, even though tomorrow is Saturday, which I'll have more time, but let me do um, fix the obvious issue that I was able to find yesterday, so that tomorrow I know what I'm dealing with before going to taking the car to the workshop. So what I did was I removed the head, the cover, engine's cover, and removed the fuel with the fuel injectors. So remember, it was this number one fuel injector that I found leaking, at least around that area. So when I removed it, I had to put the entire fuel injector. So this one I found, as you can see. So this is the one there, this tiny one. This particular one is very, it's a wrong one, and I don't know who got that thing inside. So what they did was they put a thread tape under it and apply anti-silicone gasket maker or net, which of course obviously didn't work. Then this is on cylinder 2 injector, this thicker one. But while I was looking at it, I noticed it didn't cut, but okay, hold on. So it was a little bit flattened, even though it still works, but at least it wasn't leaking from there that last night. So since I have 4 new one I bought, when was that? It should be 2-3 years ago. It's been long ago I bought it. So I said, no, well, let me up it. So I decided to change it too. So this one is obviously bad, but on the intake manifold, that silicone gasket maker, what Nigerians call black gum, I mean, gave me tough time to remove it from that hole, because if I don't remove them, there's no how this zero ring, the injector zero ring, will be able to seal that place properly. It was just scattered there, so I took my time. You can see how to get my screwdriver. So I mounted it back. I've swapping the new ones, mounted it back. So I said, okay, before I start the engine, to test if there is still leakage, let me test the fuel pressure. So I'm going to start first test the fuel pressure now, so that we'll see what happens. So not if the fuel pressure is even okay. Before we even talk about the injectors. Okay. So I've actually checked concerning this fuel that is blinking, oil level that is blinking. It's not actually, the oil level is actually normal. So I think it's the sensor that is giving this wrong information or whatever. But the oil pressure, so the engine is not shorting oil, well, at least. So I don't know why that is flashing, blinking, as if probably is the sensor. Okay, so let's try it again. I'll switch on ignition again. So let's see whether it has built pressure on the fuel. Okay, 50 psi. So about it got to 50, I believe. So it gradually is dropping down. The fuel pressure regulator is still okay, not that bad. Yeah, it's not as good as new one. Normally it's not supposed to have dropped into that to 40 psi or 3 bar. Right now it's at 3 bar, but it's okay. So So I'm going to start the car now, then see, to do that, test the vacuum leak to be sure it's ruled out. Alright. So of course, those who are wondering, correct PSI for this car, fuel pressure is 50 PSI. Alright, so here we go. Okay. Much better than yesterday. Yesterday, when you start it at cold start, the RPM will be jumping up and down. I think it's much better now. Um, okay, let me tell, but I'm not hearing that ta 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 ta. Okay, maybe it will come up. The engine just started, but I know yesterday when I started it, it was making that, even though the engine was cold. For the first time last night, I was hearing that ta 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 ta. So I wonder why it's no longer there. Okay, there seems to be like a rough idle. Um, okay. Let's see. I mean, that noise is no longer there. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Can you hear that? Ta 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 ta. It's gone. Okay. As you can see now, it's 50 psi, which is 3.5 bar. So this is the normal fuel pressure for the EW10J4. So okay, so let's test that vacuum leak. Okay. So there we go. So let's start from cylinder 4. This is okay. No noise. Okay. No noise. Woo! So I've gotten it. So you can see now, no more sucking of water. So that means that the intake manifold. So the intake manifold is okay. Since that noise has started coming, like ta 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 ta. Now let me wait first. Oh, it has started. The valve noise. Ooh, it's back. So anyway, so that one is now from inside into. But at least now we know that the vacuum leak issue is resolved. Okay. So the valve noise is there. I don't know, what do you call it? Valve, camshafts, tappet, rocker, half rocker. I don't know. In fact, I hear it now. As you can see, directly you started, you can see the engine is kind of shaking. As it is rock-idling. So this could also be as a result of maybe broken engine mount. So this engine mount is okay. Yeah. So the cylinder head, something is wrong inside the cylinder head. So from here, I can actually hear it clearly now. So I hear how loud it is. So the cylinder head is coming down. I don't know, maybe tomorrow, hopefully, which is Saturday. I have other things I need to do, but most likely tomorrow. Um, so, but at least the cylinder head has been ruled out. The vacuum leak is ruled out. So, let's check it again. Just okay, cylinder 4, cylinder 3, cylinder 2, cylinder 1. So, no more sucking of air. Okay, so that one is sorted. Um, so, number one problem is fixed. But then, this lies within the main major problem. So, fuel pressure is okay, smooth out. So, I'm thinking, even that, okay, maybe I will take the car for a drive, 70 kilometers. You know, just to have a glimpse of if the other issues aside this noise. Then, look at, I don't know, the noise could be as a result of the timing. The auxiliary belt I caught, I entered the timing chamber and then made the valve to jump. You know, so that probably, maybe there's something wrong in one of the components in the cylinder head. They affected it or something. So, um, most like, do this. I'll discuss with the mechanic I work with. But probably after removing it, but I'll find out the price of the cylinder head. The reason why I don't want to waste so much time is my pieces everything. I might not see something obvious, obviously faulty. So, and if that is the case, if we do that tomorrow, let's assume we eventually end up removing the cylinder head tomorrow. Remove everything. I don't see anything there that could be the cause of this noise. I won't bother advising the owner to replace the components on the cylinder head. It will be a waste of money to me. Of course, in doing that, you might end up replacing the one that is causing it, but you can also just buy another cylinder head and mount, you know. So the advice or the lesson from this video is do everything you can to avoid your auxiliary belt or your timing belt of your interference Peugeot engine from failing, cutting, slipping off. In his case, it wasn't even the belt that failed, it was the Lola, one of the, you see, the one of the Lolas on the auxiliary belt section that got broken or something, and then the belt now squeezed and jumping spread into the timing chamber. So look at those ones too. Not just don't focus only on the belt. Unfortunately, most of the new Lolas on tensioners they sell now in Nigeria, um, very low in terms of quality. You know, so if you are not so sure, maybe you should go for, look if guys can get a used one. I mean, when I mean used, I'm not talking about just a used one purchased new here from ordinary new one. No, maybe the foreign used or like, okay, just say OEM, the stock one or the factory one, the one that the Peugeot produce with that engine. Even if you have to buy from used engine, as you are sure, as long as you are sure is what we call here in Nigeria tokumbo, and confirm that the Lola is in good condition, maybe it might even serve you better than the new one. But if you can find a genuine new one, I can't vouch any one right now in Nigeria, honestly. So unfortunately, so my point is focus not only on the belt, but also what the belts work with. The rollers, the tensioners, you need to do all that so that it matter how good your belts are, the auxiliary or the timing belts are. If your roller or your tensioner is bad, it will affect the belt, damage the belt, or cause this kind of issue. So, but anyway, the owner is ready to get it fixed. So So I'm going to take the car for a drive now, so that if there's anything, because I think he mentioned there's a noise coming from the wheel when he apply brake. So I'll drive, see if I can hear the sound, so that by tomorrow morning, I'll be mentally prepared on what we are looking at aside the cylinder head, other faults. I figured out that other things that might need to be done, the suspension need to be checked and the rest, but at least. So I'm ending this video now, so we'll update you guys tomorrow. All right.